Here's the reality. Relationships are built on mutual effort, and when a woman's actions scream that she doesn't appreciate you, there's only one response. Walk away. Because the truth is, most men ignore the signs. They justify, they hope, they wait, while she keeps them on the sidelines, stringing them along just enough to keep them there. Not you, not anymore. In this video, I'll expose 4 key behaviors that reveal when a woman doesn't truly value you. And trust me, these signs aren't always obvious. They creep in slowly, eroding your confidence, making you question yourself. Until one day, you wake up and realize you were never a priority, but today, you break the cycle. Today, you see the truth. Let's begin. Sign number 1. She never makes time for you. Time is the most ruthless truth teller. When someone values you, they don't just say it, they prove it. They show up, they make space, they prioritize you because they want to, not because they have to. But if she's always busy, if she keeps you waiting, reschedules, cancels last minute, or worse, doesn't even bother replying, wake up. This isn't a scheduling conflict. It's a message that says you are not important enough to fit into her life. You are an option, not a priority. She expects you to keep trying, while she keeps ignoring. Think about this. Marcus Aurelius ruled an entire empire. He commanded armies, made life and death decisions daily. But even with the weight of Rome on his shoulders, he made time for what mattered. He wrote, he reflected, he showed up for his responsibilities, not because he was free, but because he made a choice. A woman who truly values you? She will make that choice too. She will text first. She will call. She will carve out moments for you, not just when it's convenient for her, but because she genuinely wants to. And if she doesn't care enough. Period. Stop chasing people who don't prioritize you. You are not a backup plan, not a side quest, not an afterthought. The moment you realize this, you stop tolerating disrespect. So ask yourself, are you fighting for her attention, or is she fighting for yours? Because the right woman, she'll find the time, and the wrong one, she'll find excuses. And you, warrior, you don't have time for excuses. The next sign is effort, the silent test of value. There's a dangerous mistake that too many men make. They believe that if they just try harder, if they do more, give more, prove more, then maybe, just maybe, she'll finally see their worth. But here's the cold truth. If she doesn't appreciate your effort now, she never will. Effort in a relationship isn't just about commitment. It's a test of value. When you invest your time, energy, and thoughtfulness into someone, and they overlook it, or worse, dismiss it, it's not just a lack of gratitude, it's a lack of respect. Think about it. Every time you go out of your way to make her day better, to show her she matters, and she reacts with indifference, she's sending a message. I don't value what you bring to the table. Let that sink in. A survey on relationship dynamics found that appreciation ranks among the top 3 qualities people seek in a partner. Not attraction, not wealth, appreciation. Because appreciation isn't just about saying thank you. It's about recognizing effort, reciprocating in kind, and showing, through action, that you matter. Now ask yourself, does she do that? Or does she meet your efforts with silence, with indifference, with criticism? If you're constantly the one initiating, planning, and giving, only to receive the bare minimum in return, it's time to face the truth. She doesn't value you. And here's where most men fall into the trap. They think, maybe if I just do a little more, maybe if I prove myself just a bit harder, she'll finally see me. But that's a lie. If a woman doesn't appreciate you from the start, giving more won't change that. Because appreciation isn't something you force out of someone. It's something they naturally express when they genuinely care. Even Marcus Tullius Cicero, the Roman statesman, understood this. He said, "Gratitude is not only the greatest of virtues but the parent of all others." So if she can't even show a basic level of gratitude for what you bring into her life, This isn't just about missing a virtue. It's about missing value. She doesn't see you as someone to appreciate. And, warrior, that should tell you everything you need to know. A woman who truly values you will notice, will appreciate, will reciprocate. Not in grand gestures, but in the little things, because she understands that effort isn't a given, it's a gift. And if she refuses to recognize it, then stop giving it to her. Because a high-value man never wastes effort on someone who's blind to his worth. One more sign is zero emotional investment, the silent killer of relationships. If effort is the foundation of respect, then emotional investment is the heartbeat of a real connection. Without it, a relationship is nothing more than empty interactions, surface-level exchanges with no depth, no substance, no real bond. And yet, so many men ignore this red flag. A woman who values you will engage with you on an emotional level. She'll ask about your thoughts, listen to your struggles, and genuinely care about the things that matter to you. Not because she has to, but because she wants to. But if every conversation feels like small talk, if she never dives deeper, never gets curious, never truly sees you, if everything is kept at arm's length and she avoids real connection, then wake up. She's not emotionally invested. And that means one thing: she doesn't see you as someone worth connecting with. Epictetus, the great Stoic philosopher, spoke often about relationships being built on mutual understanding and a shared purpose. A meaningful connection requires presence, engagement, and depth. But if she's always dodging real conversations, if she keeps things shallow and never shows interest in you, this isn't taking things slow. This is detachment. And the worst mistake a man can make? Waiting. Waiting for her to finally open up. Waiting for her to start caring. Waiting for a sign that maybe, just maybe, she actually values him. But tell me, warrior, how long are you willing to wait? Because here's the brutal truth. When a woman truly wants you, she doesn't make you wonder. She makes the effort. She invests emotionally. She connects. And if she doesn't, then stop hoping, stop waiting, and stop wasting your time. Because you deserve more than breadcrumbs of attention. You deserve a woman who sees your worth without needing to be convinced. And if she's not that woman, then let her go. Most men make a fatal mistake. They confuse presence with investment. They assume that just because a woman is there, she's truly with them. But the harsh reality? Many women stay for convenience, for comfort, for their own reasons. But when a woman is truly invested in you, you'll feel it. Because she won't just be there, she'll be all in. She won't stop at the surface. She'll want to know every intricate detail of what makes you who you are. Not just the obvious things, the way you walk, the way you talk, but the subtle ones. The strengths you don't even recognize in yourself. The fire in your spirit that refuses to be extinguished. The resilience that carries you forward even when life knocks you flat. She'll notice how your eyes light up when you talk about what you love. She'll see how you handle stress, how you move through the world with quiet determination. She won't just see these things, she'll appreciate them because she values you. But it doesn't stop there. A woman who truly sees you won't fear your weaknesses. She won't judge you for them, belittle you, or use them against you. Instead, she'll stand beside you, ready to support. Not because she has to, but because she wants to. She'll understand that true strength lies in embracing your humanity, not hiding it. She'll ask about your dreams, not just the grand ambitions, but the quiet, personal ones. She'll want to be part of your journey, not just an observer. When you succeed, she'll celebrate with you, not out of obligation, but because your victories feel like her own. And when you fail, she'll remind you why you started in the first place. She'll lift you up when you forget your own strength. And when it comes to your fears, she won't brush them aside. She won't make you feel weak for having them. Instead, she'll create a space where you can be vulnerable without fear of judgment. She'll listen to your anxieties, your doubts, your insecurities, and instead of diminishing them, she'll help you face them. She'll remind you that fear isn't a flaw, it's the raw material of growth, and she'll stand beside you as you conquer it. But let's be real, Not every woman will do this. Some will keep things shallow. Some will avoid the deep conversations, deflect when things get real, or dismiss your emotions altogether. And you might tell yourself she just needs time. She'll open up eventually. I just have to be patient. That's an illusion. If she's not emotionally invested, she never will be. Emotional investment isn't a luxury in a relationship. It's the foundation. Without it, you have nothing. A relationship without emotional depth is like a house built on sand. It might look fine for a while, but the first storm will tear it apart. If she doesn't invest in you emotionally, if she doesn't care about your struggles, your dreams, your inner world, if she keeps you at a distance, never truly seeing you for who you are, then you're pouring your energy into a dead connection. And here's the brutal truth. You deserve better. You are not a temporary distraction. You are not a placeholder. You are not a source of convenience. You are a man of value, a man with purpose, a man who deserves a partner who sees that, who cherishes it, and who's willing to invest in you just as much as you invest in her. So stop giving your emotional energy to someone who won't reciprocate. Your emotions are precious. They are the essence of who you are, and wasting them on a woman who doesn't appreciate them, that's like watering a dead plant, a futile effort that only leaves you drained. The truth is simple. If she doesn't value you, she won't invest emotionally. And if she doesn't invest emotionally, she is not the right woman for you. So warrior, choose wisely. Because a woman who is meant for you, she will see your worth from the very beginning, and she will never let you forget it. Step back and see the truth. Too many men stay in relationships that drain them, hoping, waiting, convincing themselves that things will get better, that if they just give a little more, invest a little deeper, things will change. But here's the truth, warrior. If she's not meeting you halfway, she never will. So take a step back. Look at the reality, not the illusion. Ask yourself, is this relationship fulfilling me? Is she investing in me the way I invest in her? If the answer is no, then stop lying to yourself. Stop settling. You are not a placeholder in someone else's life. You are the main character in your own story. And the moment you start seeing yourself that way, everything changes. Because real love, the kind of love you deserve, isn't about waiting for someone to finally see your worth. It's about being with someone who recognized it from day one. Emotional investment is a two-way street. If you're the only one making an effort, the only one showing up, the only one who cares, then you're in a dead-end relationship. And the longer you stay, the more you convince yourself that this is all you can get, that this is normal, that this is love. But it's not. Love honors you. Love lifts you. Love gives back just as much as it takes. So take this as your sign. It's time to put yourself first. Value your emotions. Protect your energy. Walk away from anyone who drains your soul instead of nourishing it, because you are not just worthy of love. You are worthy of a love that is as rich, deep, and powerful as you are. And you will never find that if you keep settling for less. The respect gap and why it's a deal breaker. Respect is not optional, it's not a luxury. It's not something you should ever have to fight for. It is the foundation, the bedrock, of any meaningful connection. A woman who truly values you will show it through her respect. She'll respect your opinions even when she disagrees. She'll respect your goals, even if they don't align with hers. She'll respect your presence, not just when it's convenient, but always. But when there's a gap in respect, it's not just a minor issue. It's a symptom of something deeper, something that, if ignored, will slowly destroy the relationship from the inside out. If she constantly dismisses your views, belittles your ambitions, or undermines your confidence, understand this: she does not value you. And if you allow it to continue, you are training her to believe that disrespecting you has no consequences. Think of Marcus Aurelius, an emperor, a warrior, a philosopher. Despite his immense power, he treated even the lowest of his people with honor. Because respect isn't about status, it's about recognizing worth. A woman who values you will respect you in that same way. not because she has to, but because she chooses to. She won't roll her eyes at your dreams. She won't mock your struggles. She won't treat your thoughts like they don't matter. Instead, she'll stand beside you. She'll support you. She'll recognize your value. Not just when times are good, but when the road gets rough. Disrespect, the silent poison that destroys relationships. Here's the thing about disrespect. It starts small. A little jab here, a dismissive comment there, a sarcastic remark that stings just a little too much. At first you brush it off. She didn't mean it like that. She's just joking. It's not a big deal. But over time, these moments add up. And suddenly you're standing in a relationship where you feel like your voice doesn't matter. You hesitate to share your thoughts because you already know she'll dismiss them. You start questioning your own worth, wondering if maybe you're the problem. Let me make this clear. You are not the problem. Disrespect is, and it is never harmless. It is a slow poison that seeps into the foundation of a relationship, eroding everything it was built on. Because once respect is gone, love follows. A woman who constantly belittles you, who treats your presence as an afterthought, who makes you feel small, she is not your partner. She is a weight dragging you down. And if you allow it, if you keep tolerating the little digs, the casual dismissals, the subtle put-downs, you will wake up one day and realize you are no longer the man you once were. Respect is not about agreeing on everything. It's not about never arguing, never clashing. It's about how you are treated in those moments of disagreement. A woman who values you will communicate with respect, even when tensions rise. She will listen. She will engage. She will never use your vulnerabilities as weapons. But a woman who doesn't respect you, she'll make you feel like your opinions, your emotions, and your very presence are disposable. So ask yourself, does she respect me even when we don't see eye to eye? Does she value my presence, my words, my emotions? Does she uplift me? Or does she subtly tear me down? Because if there's a persistent gap in respect, if you constantly feel dismissed, undermined, or unimportant, it is not a minor issue. It is a major red flag, and you do not have to tolerate it. You deserve more than surface-level love. A relationship built on respect allows you to feel safe, valued, and understood. Disrespect, on the other hand, does the opposite. It slowly erodes your confidence, your self-worth, your ability to trust. It makes you second-guess yourself. It makes you shrink. And a man like you are not meant to shrink. You are meant to stand tall, to own your worth, to demand the kind of relationship that feeds your soul, not depletes it. So, warrior, listen to me. Respect is not about how she treats you when things are good. Respect is about how she treats you when things are tough. If she values you, she will communicate with respect, even in disagreement. She will listen. She will engage. She will treat you like the man you are. But if she doesn't, then she does not deserve you, because you are not a man who begs for love. You are not a man who tolerates disrespect. You are a man who knows his worth. So act like it, and walk away from anyone who doesn't. A disrespectful partner doesn't argue to resolve. They argue to dominate. They turn disagreements into battlegrounds, using conflicts as an excuse to tear you down, not to find common ground. They weaponize sarcasm. They mock your feelings, calling you too sensitive or dramatic. They twist your words to make you feel like the problem. This isn't just hurtful, it's destructive. It breeds resentment, drains your energy, and turns what should be a safe space into a constant fight for respect. But it doesn't stop there. She won't respect your dreams. Then she doesn't respect you. A woman who values you will stand beside you, not stand in your way. She'll encourage your ambitions, even if she doesn't fully understand them. She'll celebrate your wins, no matter how big or small. She'll support you when the road gets tough, because she believes in your vision. But a woman who doesn't respect you will do the opposite. She'll dismiss your goals as unrealistic or pointless. She'll mock your ambition, making snide remarks about your dreams. She'll subtly, or outright, sabotage your efforts. This isn't just unsupportive, it's toxic. It sends one clear message: your dreams don't matter. And if she doesn't care about your aspirations, what does that say about how she sees you? Because a woman who truly values you wants to see you win. She wants to see you grow, evolve, become the best version of yourself. And she won't feel threatened by your success. She'll be right there, cheering you on. Boundaries. The ultimate test of respect. A respectful partner honors your boundaries, without question. They understand that your limits aren't restrictions but a form of self-respect. But a disrespectful partner? They push your boundaries. They ignore them. They mock them, making you feel guilty for having them. If someone repeatedly violates your emotional, physical, or mental boundaries, it's not just selfish, it's manipulative. They are showing you, with their actions, that your comfort and well-being don't matter to them. And if they don't respect your boundaries now, they never will. How she treats you in public says everything. Respect isn't just about how someone treats you in private. It's about how they treat you when others are watching. A woman who respects you will speak highly of you, even when you're not around. Defend you if someone else disrespects you. Uplift you, making you feel valued and supported. But a woman who doesn't respect you will make jokes at your expense, criticize you in front of others, side with others against you, making you feel isolated. This kind of behavior isn't just disrespectful, it's humiliating. And the worst part? The longer you tolerate it, the more normalized it becomes. Respect is non-negotiable. A relationship without respect is like a house without a foundation. It might look fine on the surface. It might feel stable in the moment. But the first storm? It collapses. And you? You are not meant to live in ruins. So if you're in a relationship where respect is lacking, don't ignore the signs. Don't make excuses for their behavior. Don't convince yourself that it's not a big deal. It is a big deal. Because without respect, there is no trust. Without trust, there is no intimacy. Without intimacy, there is no real connection. So stop tolerating relationships that make you feel small. You deserve more than bare minimum love. You are not just a placeholder in someone else's life. You are a man of value. You have your own thoughts, feelings, and dreams. So why would you settle for someone who belittles them? You deserve to be with someone who values your presence, respects your boundaries, supports your ambitions, makes you feel seen and heard. And if she can't do that, she does not deserve a place in your life. Because staying in a relationship that erodes your self-esteem is far more painful than walking away. So take a stand, warrior. Recognize your worth. Refuse to accept anything less than the respect you deserve. Surround yourself with people who uplift and support you. And if you need help, seek it. Talk to a friend. Find a mentor. Get guidance. Because you are not alone in this. Many men have faced the same battle, and they came out stronger. And so will you. Your final wake-up call. Respect is the foundation of any relationship. Without it, everything crumbles. So don't settle. Don't tolerate disrespect. Don't let anyone convince you that you have to accept less than what you deserve. You are worthy of love that honors you, lifts you up, makes you feel valued. So take a deep breath, trust in your worth, and start making the choices that will lead you to the life and the love you deserve. Now, it's your turn. Have you ever experienced these signs in a relationship? How did you handle it? Drop your thoughts in the comments. Let's start the conversation. And if you're ready to take control of your life and start living on your own terms, type "Today I Can" in the comments. Let's build a community of men who refuse to accept anything less than they deserve. This is your moment. Step into it.